Winds in the east, mist coming in. Like something is brewing, about to begin. Can't put me finger on what lies in store. But I feel what's to happen. All happened before.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Thrifty Nurse, my brand new YouTube channel, and welcome to my very first video. And my name is Phyllis. I'm the Thrifty Nurse, and I'm currently a nurse in a juvenile maximum security prison. And yes, that is exactly as challenging as it sounds, and I am getting burnt out. I've been there for just over 6 years now. So this channel, what's it going to be about? Well, I feel a major life change about to happen for me right now. Maybe because I'm planning something. And I want to take you along on the ride, and I want to discuss issues with you such as work burnout and steps that I took to manage my burnout and manage the high stress environment I was in, and being able to stay there 6 years fairly sane. Although this last year, especially with the whole panorama that hit, it's been very challenging. Very challenging, and it's gotten a lot worse. And one of the reasons I want to leave, not only because of the burnout, but when I first started, I was thinking that I was making a difference. I was befriending the kids somewhat, providing for their medical care, which they require medical care. You know, if you're in the prison system, you have your rights, and I fully support those rights. So I wanted to be part of the medical team to help enforce those rights and make sure those kids get the care that they need, that they deserve, that they have rights to. Because you don't lose all your rights when you go to prison. Prison itself is the punishment, not putting up with all kinds of abuses in the prison system. That's another topic for another day, because I'm very highly active in prison reform as well. But anyway, this video is about my major life change. So what do I have up my sleeve? Lots of stuff. But on this channel, I'll talk about work burnout. I'll talk about steps that I have taken to manage my work burnout, steps that I've taken to take care of myself and my own mental health and my own mental well-being, physical well-being, all of that while working in a stressful environment. And steps you can take to prevent burnout, steps you can take when you're in the middle of it, and exit strategies that you can plan once you find out that it's just too much and you got to quit, which is where I am right now. So this last segment of it, we're going to learn together. I did it once before, so I have somewhat of an idea. But every job is different and every exit strategy is different. So how you can plan an exit strategy and how you can navigate all the hurdles that come along with it. As I'm learning and going through my highs and lows on this journey, I'll take you along with me and we can learn together. And I used to be a nurse in psychiatric care as well, so I've gone through my own mental health journey with depression, anxiety. I've had CPSD from growing up with a traumatized alcoholic father and a codependent anxious mother. So I'm speaking on my own mental well-being and mental growth and experiences, as well as my experience as a psych nurse, discussing mental health issues. I also envision on this channel touching on justice reform issues, addictions issues, social justice, prison reform, poverty reform, perhaps a sprinkling of politics here and there. There may be even some esoteric conversations going on, as my spirituality is woven into who I am at every level of my life. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video right here. Right now at work, we are in the largest crisis that I have seen in my facility. We've been short-staffed for years. I mean, severely short-staffed, with staff constantly working 60, 70, 80 hours a week as they're stuck on doubles, mandatory overtime all the time. Everyone is burnt out. The health department is really small. There's supposed to be 4 nurses on staff. Right now we have 3, and we're managing, and I'm getting 5 to 10 hours overtime every week. So I'm not as hard hit as the floor guys. So currently, major event happened in my facility, and through no fault of the staff, I see a lot of neglect and abuse of the residents and of the staff, and I cannot support that environment anymore on a moral basis. Add that to my current burnout, now you know why I've got this plan in place. So anyway, it's a powder keg at work, and I'm executing my escape plan. Shh, don't tell anyone that I'm escaping from a maximum security prison. But anyway, getting back into my plan. So money-wise, I think we'll be okay. I'm just going to become very thrifty, the thrifty nurse, and learn to cut a little bit of corners here and there. And money-wise, we'll make it. I've been talking about quitting for years now, and if financially will be okay, what's been holding me back? I've been stressed out for years, literally. Well, here I could go into the really deep dive of state of healthcare in America. I've gotten a golden medical insurance package through my job at the state that covers all of mine and my husband's healthcare needs, and it does its job beautifully. And we both have pre-existing conditions and expensive medications. So that's what's holding me back. Running his own business, my husband doesn't have access to a medical policy like this. And trying to get info about it on your own. I've been trying for the past 6 months to find out information on ACA, Obamacare, and Medicaid, and COBRA, gap insurance, all the things. And it's hard. It's hard to navigate. It's hard to know what to search for these things. And I clicked one thing thinking I was going to be getting an email with an official list of all the things that I need to do, or all the policies that might be available and the income requirements. What it was a telemarketing scam site. And the next day I got bombarded with about 50, not exaggerating, 50 spammy phone calls, a bunch of texts, a bunch of emails that I had to block. Not fun. So that's a little glimpse into trying to get health care in America when you're thinking of quitting your job. It's kind of a sad state when you stay in a toxic environment of a job only because there's no other way to get health care in America. And you've got a pre-existing condition that you pay hundreds of dollars for your medications every single month if you were paying out of pocket. There was a 3-month gap where I was between jobs, between the psych center and this current job, where I did just that. My one medication alone was about $400 a month. So you can see the stresses on trying to quit a job when you really need that insurance. And going into the deep dive of healthcare in America is its whole other video that I plan to go into another time, so that's all I'm saying here. But today we took that first step to getting me out of that toxic environment. My husband had called and scheduled a phone call with a healthcare advocate in our county to discuss our situation. And right off the bat, she was amazing. She discussed all the different plans that are available, all the different ways that they calculate your income. So that was a huge step for us, and that gave me hope, and that lifted the weight off my shoulders where I can actually see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that tunnel that was so long, the light was barely a pinprick, is now within reach. And that gave me enough hope that we'd be able to pull off my plan to be able to make this video. All right, so if you want to follow me along on my journey and perhaps learn some steps you yourself can take along the same lines, give this video a like. That'll help me out getting my channel started. And you hit my subscribe button right there and subscribe to this video and really help me out, because I'm really trying to get this channel off the ground. I want to help as many people as I can with work burnout, and once I'm through this process, it'll turn into all the other things. And so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have an excellent day, and I'll see you in my next video. Namaste.